What did you do when you found out someone was stealing from you? I knew something was wrong when the college I was supposed to attend called saying my deposit check had bounced, which made no sense because Dad had been putting money in that account for 17 years. My stepmom Scarlett was standing right there when I took the call and immediately started saying the bank must have made an error and that I shouldn't think about it again. Not think about my future? Scarlett had never really been warm to me, but her complete lack of concern here still made me suspicious. So that night, while Scarlett was at her book club that I knew was just an excuse to drink wine with her friends, I logged into the college fund account using the info Dad had written on a sticky note in his desk drawer. The account that should have had $80,000 had $3,000 left, with withdrawals going back 18 months, all authorized by Scarlett, who Dad had added to the account after they got married for emergencies only. The withdrawal history matched perfectly with charges on her credit card statements I pulled up, showing she'd been taking money out and then immediately spending it on designer bags, injectable fillers, and a $30,000 diamond tennis bracelet she claimed her dead mother had left her. I even found a contract in her email for a mommy makeover surgery, even though she'd never had a kid, scheduled for next month that would cost exactly what was left in the account, with a note from the surgeon's office confirming her down payment pulled from my college fund last week. I drove to my grandfather's house because he was the one person I knew I could count on. He took one look at the evidence on my phone and called my dad's brother and sister, telling them to get over there immediately, not caring that it was the middle of the night. By 2 in the morning, we had the whole family in my grandfather's living room, and my grandmother was crying angry tears while my uncle, who was a forensic accountant, started pulling Scarlett's entire financial history. We discovered she'd done this before to 2 previous husbands, draining their kids' college funds and savings before divorcing them once the money ran out. My aunt found Scarlett's ex-stepdaughter on Facebook, and the girl told us Scarlett had stolen her college fund too, then convinced her father his daughter was lying about it, destroying their relationship permanently. The girl sent us screenshots of text messages where Scarlett had bragged about her scam, calling her husbands walking ATMs, and saying men were too stupid to notice money disappearing if you took it slowly enough. My aunt figured out Scarlett had been sabotaging our relationship with Dad when she checked his Facebook and saw he'd never received any of our event invites because Scarlett had been declining them from his account without telling him. We found out she'd been deleting our text messages from his phone while he slept and telling him we hadn't been reaching out because we didn't approve of the marriage. My cousin discovered Scarlett had called Dad's work pretending to be my grandmother and left a voicemail saying horrible things about Scarlett, which Dad heard and believed was real, explaining why he'd been so cold at Christmas. She'd also been intercepting mail, and we found a stack of birthday cards and letters from family members hidden in her closet that Dad never saw, while she told him his family had forgotten his birthday and Father's Day. The lawyer found something different and actually terrifying. She'd taken out life insurance policies on both Dad and me without our knowledge, forging our signatures on the applications. The policies were for $2 million each, with her as the sole beneficiary, taken out just 3 months after she married Dad. That made everyone go silent because we realized this might be about more than just money. We had to be strategic because Scarlett monitored Dad's every move through his phone location and had installed tracking apps on his devices. My grandmother contacted her church group, and one of the ladies turned out to be a retired FBI agent who offered to help us set up a sting operation that would be completely legal but devastating. 3 days later, Scarlett thought she was meeting with a financial advisor about investing her inheritance from a great aunt who'd never existed, but it was actually a setup in my grandfather's lawyer's conference room with hidden cameras recording everything. She walked in wearing jewelry bought with my college money, carrying a designer bag that cost more than my car, ready to discuss how to hide assets from Dad before filing for divorce. The financial advisor was actually a private investigator who started asking about her current assets, and Scarlett began bragging about how she'd been moving money from various accounts without anyone noticing, actually laughing about how easy it was to manipulate emotional men with daddy issues. She pulled out bank statements showing the stolen college funds now in her personal account. My dad was right next to me watching over the cameras, telling me this was ridiculous. Please just wait, I said. She's about to confess, but Dad said, I won't let you harass my wife like this. He started charging towards the door, about to ruin all our hard work just so he could defend the woman who'd stolen my entire future. Full story on the channel below.